There are anime that define a time period that is a must-watch for old and new anime fans alike, and yet I have not watched one of the most defining anime of the 90s, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Hello and welcome to another video. I've been told to watch Evangelion for years. It's not that I didn't want to watch it, I just didn't have the time to sit down, but since I am traveling to Japan, what a better time to watch than on my flight and when I'm in Japan. So I decided to take it episode by episode, so we'll be going through this and let's get started. First off, all I know about the series is the banger opening, the phrase Shinji get into the mech, the famous chair scene, and then the hospital scene, which I am very scared to get to. We are thrown into this world where it looks like angels have started destroying humanity and Shinji's father's in charge of the Eva program. And just like us, Shinji is just thrown into this Eva and thrown into this world with literally no directions. Like, as I'm watching this, I'm just thinking to myself, how the hell are we going to give this child access to an Eva to fight a powerful angel monster without any instructions? No tutorial, no manual, no quick Google search to find a low-res YouTube video. No wonder he tripped on himself right away. Yet it seems like Evas have a mind of their own, or maybe from my understanding it's a hybrid of what angels are, but it's too early because I'm only on episode 2. As we keep moving forward, it seems that Shinji is starting to become numb to the orders of piloting an Eva. With the new angel appearing, it just seems like the pain and confusion is finally getting to him, along with making me think even more deeply about what an Eva truly is. Also, a side note, why is Misato the head of operations in an apartment that kids can just easily get to? Shouldn't she be living on the military base, or I might be missing something here. Shinji runs away, but I think it's fascinating to see where he's trying to go. Just going on a loop on the train station, trying to go home, but where is home for Shinji? And I feel like he just picked up his bag to go see his father because he thought he could make something of it and something would come of it. But his father just seems to be only wanting to use him to prove himself right. Also, it brings up the question, why doesn't the military use the Evas right away with the angels? Just more thoughts as I continue watching the series. Shinji is having a dilemma. Does he pilot the Eva to prevent others from suffering, or does he do what's best for him? It isn't until Shinji's classmates say goodbye to him where he understands the choice at hand. He is running away from his responsibility because he is scared. It's for the greater good of the world that he pilots the Eva. Yet again, it is so much weight to put on just a 14-year-old boy. When Shinji said to Misato that he is home, usually in other anime I would have a very emotional response, but here I just felt nothing but fear. I've always talked about how a home should feel safe and inviting, but to Shinji, I don't think he knows how that feels, and this is just him trying to find his purpose and make that means into his home. Not entirely sure, but this is how I understand the scene. Also, I feel like the elongated scene of him just standing there in the train station has me and Shinji dwelling on the choice that he's about to make. Seeing the testing of the Evas is pretty interesting, but what I find more interesting in this moment is Shinji's dad cares so much more about Rei than his own son. We start to see it more and more, and that kind of leads to Shinji possibly feeling jealous, but I think he also doesn't know much about her other than they are both pilots. Shinji goes over her place, and her place is very barren and sad. Their first meeting was very interesting, I suppose. The most interesting thing is Rei having Shinji's father's glasses, and we get a little dialogue on them on the way to school where Rei slaps Shinji for not having faith in his father. Fair on both sides in my opinion. Shinji seems the worst of his father, and Rei seems probably the best version, but I wonder how this powerful dynamic will continue to proceed. I wonder why all these angels are starting to spawn. From my understanding, it was years since the first one, and then years since the most recent one, and now they're just showing up at a much higher rate. I wonder if it has anything to do with the Evas themselves. Like maybe because they are being used in the Evas like angels, that they may be rebelling or trying to free their fellow angels. Reasons why is the Evas kind of go rogue sometimes, so maybe their consciousness comes back to the surface, and holy shit, Shinji just got donutted.
That's a lot of damage!
Okay, so now I truly think they are attacking the Eva because they are angels. Like, he spawn camped him, 100% knew where he was located. If I'm wrong, then this angel is just a spawn camper. I enjoy seeing Misato's plan and not solely relying on the Evas. She shows that she's smart and able to put it into action. I don't know why this woman isn't getting paid more and living a little bit better, so the plan is to shoot it with so much power but from a distance. Okay, I do like the setup here for the weapon. It shows the improvisation of the team. Now Shinji can fire, and wow, that looks so cool. Oh, but they both missed. The next shot from the angel is blocked by Rei, but her shield is starting to melt. Shinji gets the second shot off and kills the angel, and then goes off to aid Rei, but it seems like she sees a reflection of Shinji's father within his actions. Kind of very weird, but I guess there's some connection to be made between Shinji and Rei now. What do you mean Antarctica was vaporized? That's just an insane statement. Now we're gonna go heading back there? I truly wonder who is covering all this stuff up. So there's this meeting and I get to see what they're discussing, but man, am I hit with a huge slap of misogyny. Isn't it supposed to be a professional meeting here? So they're upset that Nerve gets all the action and now they're gonna test out their robot. Yeah. The robot just went on autopilot and there's no way of stopping it. Well, not to my surprise that only the women in the room were able to make up a plan and take action. Misato gets ready to have Shinji take on the rogue robot before a meltdown happens. Misato gets into the robot and tries to do the password, but it's a lie or it could be a setup. Yet she was able to stop the rogue robot, but something just seems off, like something bad is going to happen. But the comment of Misato showing Shinji a side that no one gets to see of her makes him family, which is really sweet and something that Shinji's been longing for. We are introduced to Asuka, and I don't know if it's just me, but I find it really uncomfortable seeing children sexualized, even if it's for a joke or fan service. It's uncomfortable back then, and it's still uncomfortable now. We are also introduced to Kaiji, who just seems to have a history with Misato. Asuka shows Shinji her Eva and kind of bragging that hers is the newer one. Yet before much time, another angel shows up. Asuka is the only one with the Eva and she is bringing Shinji along with her. Angels seem like they are possibly a plant or a bigger scheme and Kaiji might be part of it. Or is this just a huge red herring? Did Asuka just kill everyone in that control room? Yeah. I kind of like the design of this angel. It feels like it truly belongs in the water, and they get pulled underwater. And is there a reason that Asuka doesn't feel pain in her Eva? I mean, the Eva just got impaled with the teeth. And why does Rei and Shinji have to have pain receptors and she doesn't? Is it because Shinji's in the Eva too? Anyways, what an insane plan that Misato came up with again. She's actually the GOAT of this series, hands down. And what the fuck do you mean being the first human being? Adam, like from the Bible? Why we got an Adam as an embryo here? I have so many questions. And now I have another one. Why did Fly Me to the Moon just start changing at the end of these episodes? A few uncomfortable scenes, but Asuka is now enrolled in the same school as Shinji and the others. Another angel attacks, so Asuka and Shinji are deployed out. That was too easy, no? Yeah, of course. Stage 2, maybe. Oh, no. It's 2 angels. Wait, that's kind of cool. That's kind of like a Dark Souls boss. Oh shit, they got off-screened. Well, I suppose Shinji and Asuka need to develop great teamwork and coordination before the angels can regenerate. I do like the creativeness of this exercise that they are doing. I just feel like Shinji is too indecisive and Asuka has way too much of an ego. So Rei and Shinji try and they do it perfectly, showing that Asuka may have been the issue, which really gives this trio of Eva pilots a little bit more dynamic. A cute little montage of their training. And why is Asuka falling asleep next to Shinji? Bro, Shinji, brother, that's not okay. Good, okay. Sleep away from her. It's game day and time to see if all that training had paid off. They look so much better and more comfortable, moving as one and not showing any gaps in their attacks. They end up killing those 2 angels simultaneously. They will end up missing their class trip to be on standby, which I completely agree with since so many angels have been recently spawning in. I still think someone is doing this on purpose and it might be an inside job, but I don't know. It looks like they found scans of something that kind of looks like Adam. Oh, it's an angel embryo again. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to retrieve it ASAP. Asuka is the one being sent down there and she is going so far down. Currently further than they were even supposed to. So she captures it and it seems a little too easy at first. And as expected, something went wrong. And I do think the hatching animation was super cool here. Asuka was able to defeat the angel and Shinji was able to save her at the last second. But for me, was the angel planted there by Shinji's father? Was it planted there to adapt to the environment and have it hatch? Questions. So it looked like there's a massive power outage at the base and it's been out for 7 minutes. And it would be terrible if an angel would attack right now, right? Oh, well. What do you know? A spider-like angel is attacking, and it looked like the power outage was not caused by the angel. When the trio is trying to make it back to HQ, I feel like this is the first time we are presented with this question. What are the angels? And to me, I feel like it's possibly some kind of higher life form from space, since they are organic and kind of Earth-like creatures they resemble. The trio make it to the Ava, and the rest of the crew are actually prepping everything manually. Looks like this is the first time that all three are fighting together. The spider's leaking acid from his eyes, and it's really cool to see and kind of creepy at the same time. Each angel always has an interesting concept to them. The three work together, and what I find interesting is this plan. Asuka is going to protect the two from the acid so Rei can get the gun to Shinji, and Shinji will be able to finish off the angel. A way to put everyone in different positions than they normally are used to. Usually Rei is always on defense, Shinji is mostly support, and Asuka wants to be more of an offensive. And yet what I find even more interesting is that Asuka pushing for these roles. We finally get to see the second impact and how truly devastating it was. Misato's father puts her in a capsule to save her life, and it looks like the tests are being done on all three of them. And something catches my attention, that Shinji was possibly born to be a pilot for the Ava. Seeing that Shinji's father has Adam and tons of religious connections, I think maybe Shinji was literally created to pilot the Ava. So maybe this is humanity's way of fighting against God and calling those creatures coming down angels, and Avas are just our way of kind of fighting against our very creator and the things that we are creating ourselves. We are trying to be God and go against God at the same time. Another angel appears, and this one seems to be dropping attacks from space. Misato seems a little bit off, yet I think she's just trying to prove herself here maybe, yet the other thinks she is being too risky. The plan is to have the Ava catch the falling angel. We get a little bit more backstory to Misato, and it seems like she is very similar upbringing to Shinji in regards to her father. That's probably why she understands him more than others, and the mission is starting. And my god, is the animation beautiful. All three of them arrive and they begin to hold up this angel, and my god, does it look just so cool. They end up stopping the angel, but not without a huge explosion. Somehow they survive, and Shinji's father compliments him, which is really interesting to hear for the very first time. During more testing, it seems that there is corrosion spreading, and it spreads to Rei's imitation body, and the body reaches out for Misato, which makes me wonder why when Rei is testing, it always lashes out at Misato or Shinji's father, like it knows who's in command at the time. The corrosion infection spreading is actually an angel somehow. It is spreading like a super virus, accessing everything. They were able to stop it for a moment, but I can only imagine how they're gonna stop this, nonetheless kill this angel. The plan is to cause a self-destruction via evolution. Magi is an uploading of someone's consciousness into personal data. The angel almost hacked all three supercomputers, but at the last second, was defeated. I feel like Shinji's dad has more plans behind the scenes because he states that he is holding all the cards. Also, Rei ranting on what it means to be human really keeps me thinking that she isn't human, maybe just a clone or maybe even an angel hybrid. Shinji's comments on Rei also remind him of his mother, really pushing the clone theory in my head. I mean, they would explain why Shinji's father cares so much about Rei over his own son, and might be the reason why they sync so well together outside and inside the Avas as well. We are about halfway through, and I wanted to reflect on how I'm feeling about this anime so far. As of now, I think the secrets behind the Ava program and the second impact seem to be pushing the plot very well. I'm captivated and eager to learn more about both. I do think the angels are very interesting as well. They all have such unique designs, but they're acting alone rather than as a collective unit. My biggest question still is, why are they attacking? What are they truly after? And what are they truly, like what are they? My biggest theory is that an angel that had crashed to Earth to be the first impact, and we started creating Avas from that angel. Every angel before it just trying to free its fellow angel. Yet I still think it is way too early, and there are so many plans that can unfold before me, because we're only halfway through this series. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. I would love to know what you guys think I should be most excited for in this series, or just tell me how stupid all my questions and theories truly are. I would love to have a constructive conversation in the comments below. Again, thank you for watching. I've been your bestest bro, and I'll see ya when I see ya.